Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing, man. We back. Give me 1 second. I'm about to get cammed up. Salute. We got the Puerto Rican Prince in the house. And of course, man, we got my man Curly Top, aka Prize in the house. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
It's
All right,
popping.
what's good?
Perfect. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to get everything together on my end so we can all
Mhm.
cam up. But while I do that, I'm gonna ask you guys a quick question. Why does Don King get so much unfair hate?
I don't know if it's unfair, but comes with the territory of being a promoter. I mean, you hear the stories of how he was robbing some of his fighters for their purses, or should I say, I ain't gonna say robbing, but how he was overcharging them for some of the things that he allowed them to get in the advancements and stuff like that, and he was double charging them. So a lot of people look at the fact that he was doing that to these fighters that was out there risking their neck for our amusement that they gotta criticize him for it.
Go ahead. What you thinking on that, Prize?
Yeah. Some of the things he did was just, I mean, people didn't look at their paperwork. He knew that they all put their trust in the Don, and he did things like Free said, double charging people, and some of the stuff he did to Mike Tyson with the towels and all that stuff like that. So he'll give you an advance, but you're back. You by the time you get done with the fight, you wouldn't have nothing left. But other than that, I mean,
Well,
the
I'll
hate
push
is
back on
warrant.
that for you,
The
brother.
hate is warrant.
I'll push back on that. Now, we know Don is from Cleveland, and most people from Cleveland are honest people. So why would a guy like Don, who's been married 51 years, be kind of painted as a thief?
Okay,
Man,
I'll put it this way: if you were working for me and you say, "Hey, I need an advancement out of my check," and
Hmm.
I say, "Okay, yeah, I'll give you advancement. How much you need?" You say, "I need $1,000. Your check is normally $2,000." That's an I bet.
Hmm.
Well, when you get your check, I want my $1,000 back, or I'm gonna take it out your check.
Hmm.
Instead of him giving you your check and letting you pay it back, he would give you what he said you owe. He would give you roughly $500, and he kept 1,500. So you only bought 1,000, but he took back an extra 500 on top of the 1,000. So it was almost like a long shot. He wasn't loaning you the money. He was charging you interest on the money that he gave you for an advancement.
And and when you say that, free, I think it's disgusting how you framing that. But I'll say this: it's just like the whole Big Worm and Smokey thing. People don't realize Big Worm was a stand up guy. Big Worm let loan Smokey that stuff, and Smokey abused him. I think, why wouldn't you think, hey, you know what? Don's a terrific guy. He's letting me borrow this money and just have to pay him back because I'm in a pinch. Why is that not seen instead of all of a sudden Don's a crook or he's this or that? I mean, he was married 51 years. I just don't see how somebody who was married that long could be a bad guy.
Oh,
that don't make no sense.
that don't have nothing to do with the price of tea in China. I don't care if you was married 100 years. That don't stop you from being a crook. If you're a crook, you're a crook. You could be
Right.
there's a lot of crooks out here who's married. They've been married for a long time. They still crooks. That don't change anything. You want to throw the extra sauce like I was telling you earlier. You want to throw that extra sauce so that to make it sound good. Don King was a promoter. The guys will come to him for advancement, or they would say, "Hey, my dad going hotel. I need some towels for my hotel room. All right, I'll give you a towel." He charging these guys $150 for a towel. Now I could have just went to daggone Kmart and got me a towel for $150. I could have bought towels for the entire month for $150. So it was just he was just charging ridiculous prices. Or like if you get an advancement, there's not supposed to be a charge of interest on the advancement. Advancement means I got a paycheck coming. I need some money now. Can you let me get that money? And when I get paid, you can take what I got from you out of that paycheck, not take that and then some extra on top of that.
I think you really being unfair, free.
I don't.
And I'll tell you why. Because you would think now free now people don't know this about free. Free has a huge heart. Free's always helping people, doing stuff for people, in his community, any way he can help. So I can't believe a nice guy like you would really go out of your way to disparage a brother like Don who's done nothing but give back his whole life. I just think that's crazy.
Man, I give people advancement at my job all the time. I don't charge them extra money on top of the advancement that I give them. I had a guy come to me the other day, said that he needed some money right away because his daycare bill was due and he don't get paid until the following Friday. So I gave him an advancement for so he can pay his daycare bill. The money that I gave him was the money that we kept from his check, not anything extra, just the money that I gave him. Everything else went to him. He worked for that. That's his money. I don't charge it interest because I gave you an advancement. That's loan sharking. That's what loan sharks do. You get a loan from a loan shark. Okay, I give you $100, but when you pay me back, I want $160 back. Huh? I'm only getting $100. Why I gotta give you 160 back? No, that's how you going. Either you get the $100 from me, or you don't get the $100 from me. That's what they do.
That boy Cole. Salute to my
Yeah.
man Tim in the house, man. A weekly guest, man. Future champ in the house, man. What's going on, brother?
Good, huh?
Hey man, we listen to my brother D Freak just go talk crazy about a really good man. It's just crazy. But let me ask you this, Tim. If a guy says, what, hey man, you going through a bad time and they give you some money, wouldn't you say that's a good brother?
Yeah, it just
That's
depends
exactly
on
what I'm
the
saying.
day. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And now let me add on to that.
What's up?
A guy you go to say, hey man, I need some money. Can I borrow some money? I give it back to you as soon as I get paid. He said,
Mhm.
yeah, I go ahead and give you that money. But when you give me that, I want I want extra back. Like you get $100 from him, he want 150, 175 back instead of just $100 that you borrowed.
Nah, that's wrong.
No, you
Exactly.
You want it now? You want it for something else? That's why.
say it
Some.
again, Tim.
Hmm?
Say it again. I hear what you said. You said what?
I said it's something else on the line than
Yeah,
whatever else.
I don't like how free framed that up, man. He framed it up real bad.
That's
But
the truth. The truth hurts.
so
Yeah,
I ask you this, Tim. Now we know you're a fighter. So if you were a fighter, right, and I provide you towels, I provide you a facility to go to, wouldn't you expect to pay for that facility?
yeah, definitely. Pay for
In
something.
free and prize fighters world, that facility should be free because
No,
they got upset about a
I
man
never
charging
said
$100.
that.
we never said nothing
I
about it
never
being free.
said that.
We never said nothing about it being free. But if I loan you some towels, I get you some towels. You using the gym, and you need like 2 or 3 towels for the day. I give you 2 or 3 towels. Are you expecting to pay $250 for those 3 towels?
Nah,
Exactly.
See that? They put like the sauce on it. Don't listen to the brothers, man. Don't listen to the brothers, man. But hey, I want to ask you a question, man. Now, this is just a question. Now, you being a fighter, what do you do with a guy who likes to come forward? How would you try to stop a guy who wants to come forward and press the action to you?
either you fight on the outside or you try and pressure them. I feel like try and move your head around, use your jab a little bit when you fight on the outside. That's how I try and fight them, but it is what it is, really. If you come
Look at my
forward,
brother
you gotta
T,
fight
man,
smart.
pulling up for the first time, man. Appreciate you, brother. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. It's just when a person coming to you, you gotta use your ring general shit, move around the ring, fight smart.
Yeah, and that's what I try to tell people, man. Salute to my man T, man. Welcome to BBO Boxing, man. Great place, unbiased boxing talk, man. And salute. I got my brother GD in the house. Now, Tim, you ain't met a dude that kept you seen this dude GD. This
Mm.
dude GD, bro. I mean, this dude, man, he'll get up there and just say it sounds good what he's saying, but it's so biased. You be like, Damn,
Uh,
this a wild boy. But this the same guy that said Canelo. He said Canelo ducked David Benavidez. Can you believe that, Tim? It's
uh,
wild to say, ain't it?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Based off what I'm hearing, it's kind of I don't know, but I
Hey,
think he.
Tim, don't
But
fall for the tricks, man. Canelo got bigger fish to fry.
you think
Don't.
so?
Oh,
I think that's the
woo.
biggest one.
He got. You
That's
said he got.
bogus.
Though, did you say he got bigger fish to
That
fry?
was bogus.
I think he's the biggest one, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm trying to figure out what bigger fish do Canelo got to fry. What bigger fish? Bel-
MacBook and
Belinga? Belinga was a bigger fish to fry.
No, he tried to fight. He's trying to get a fight with Dimitri Bivol, but he's ducking him for whatever reason.
No. Demetrius Bivol said, "I'll fight you. I'll come down to your weight class and fight you for your belts." Canelo said, "No, I want to go back up to 75." Demetrius Bivol already beat him at 75. Everybody said he beat the smaller guy, so he said, "I'll come down to your weight class and fight you."
Hold on, let me read this brother GD. He in here capping already. What do you say? He did and still is. Yep, I said, what bigger fish? Now, the whole thing, Timless, you got to realize when you get on YouTube, there's some good brothers out there. But see,
Yeah,
guys like GD and D Free, what they'll do is they'll fool you with a fancy and freeze case Puerto Rican talking. Same thing with GD, man. He'll fool you with his West Indian talking. At the end of the day, they both capping, man. They both capping, man. Because
Uh,
Canelo can fight whoever he wants.
don't listen to BBO because BBO is on record for saying Canelo is ducking David Benavidez. So don't
mm,
listen to BBO. Don't
mm.
listen to BBO.
I don't know. I don't remember that, but okay. I like how he's trying to bring crazy stuff, bro. Salute to my
No,
brother GP in the house, God's property in the house.
I
But
mean,
let me ask you this though, real quick, Tim. So we were talking about, using your ring generalship. Now, what happens when two slick fighters get into the same ring? How do you handle that? Salute to my man, Defy Irony One. Salute, brother. Que pasa, hermano? Salute.
So basically, I mean, whoever's better is just gonna win overall. Whoever's slicker.
Mhm.
But I would just try and use my speed, like combinations, try and get out of there. Like maybe just jab to the body a little bit. Just be slick with it. Because whoever is better is obviously gonna win at the end of the day. But
So you saying that you think a guy like Keyshawn Davis would be able to beat Tank from what you're saying?
um, it would be a close fight. I'd say it'd be. Uh, I think he could, but nah, because I don't know, man.
I agree with you. I think he would stop Abdul Wahid. I really do. I don't know what anybody else on the panel thinks, but I think Keyshawn will stop him. I'll say this, man. I want to send a big shout out to my man Floyd Schofield Sr. Got a chance to speak to you today, man. Looking forward for the interview, talking to you more. Salute to my man Floyd Schofield Sr. Man. So
that's not senior. That's junior.
no senior. I'm
That's
saying,
not senior. That's junior.
what do you mean?
The
Come on, his dad.
father, the father is a junior. The son is a third.
Oh, my bad. Well, Junior, my bad. Technical free. See the Puerto Rican man. You know what I was saying.
No, because I
See,
know. I mean, I know everybody was calling him Floyd Schofield Senior, but he made a correction on his interview that he did the other day, and he said, "No, I'm the junior. My son is the third, and his son is the fourth." So that's
oh,
why I said that. He made the correction.
Yo, is Junior boxing or did he have a pro career? Or...
Not that I know of. He might have. Not that I know of.
All right,
yeah.
that's good enough.
Yeah, Kid Austin is the third. He's not. He's not a junior. He's the third.
So have you seen Kid Austin fight yet, Tim?
I've seen a little bit, but I ain't really looking at him like that.
So if you, like you said, if you were to fight a guy who was coming after you relentlessly, would you try to use the jab, or would you kind of use movement, or how would you kind of get away from him?
A mix of like jab and movement, just like use the ropes a little bit, move around, but you don't want to get stuck in the corner with somebody like that because that's their dangerous spot to be in. Just use the ropes, like pivot around a little bit, try and like move around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on one second.
there you go.
But Go ahead, Prize and Free. Jump in there real quick, man. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to fix something. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Prize. You got any questions?
Yeah. Now you've been staying in the gym, correct? And when is your next fight gonna? When do you think you're gonna get back in there?
I say probably early next year or
Okay.
yeah, earlier middle of next year for sure. I'm just taking my time trying to sharpen my skills.
Hmm. We know you stay in that gym. Like the gym is where it is. You know, at the end of the day. But and what weight for the people that don't know in the chat or that's listening? Tell them what weight you're gonna be campaigning at.
Just recently I fought at 147, but then I'm going down to 140. It was just I was a couple pounds like yeah, I was a couple pounds short. I made weight, but then I just felt weak. So I'm trying to stay down 140 and like be strong, you know.
Why you felt like if 47 was too much on you? You feel like that was a little heavy? That made you weak?
Nah, I was like I'm too small. I feel like for 147.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question for you because I heard you talking about the weight.
Mm.
Um, Now we just saw Moulton
Mm.
had a weigh-in, and his fight got canceled because he came in 15 pounds overweight.
Hmm.
Now he was supposed to be fighting at 130, and
Mm.
they thought he was going to come in somewhere around 133, but he came in at 148.
Yeah.
What do you think was the reason why he came in 15 pounds overweight? Because that's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
15 pounds overweight.
Nah, I mean a part of it can be like intentional, but to come in 15-pound overweight in boxing is just completely unacceptable in my opinion. But I did see that like his blood work wasn't in the system, so he said, "Why try and kill myself trying to make weight?" But I mean, even then, it still doesn't really make sense to me at least. But 15 pounds overweight, I've never heard of a fighter come in that heavy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's that's rough.
and see, I got a theory. I mean, some people say I'm I'm reaching, but I'm thinking it was Thanksgiving Thursday. He had his weigh in yesterday. I'm thinking he might have had one too many plates at Thanksgiving. I'm thinking he might have had one too many plates because it's either that or he didn't train for this fight at all. Because you cannot tell me you went through a training camp and you came in 15 pounds overweight. I
Right.
don't. I mean, I've been around a lot of fighters. I got family that fight. You're not going to tell me you went through an 8 week training camp and you came in 15 pounds overweight and you was really out there training. I'm trying to figure out how did they not know that this man was 15 pounds overweight before he went into the weigh-in? Because usually they're when they get up in the morning, they get on the scale to make sure that they ain't got no more weight. They got to cut right before they go into the weigh-in. So they'll get on the scale and say, hey, okay, I'm like 2 pounds overweight. Let me go ahead and try to burn this off real quick before it's time for my weigh-in. So I'm trying to figure out what was they doing.
Yeah, I definitely think he didn't train for the fight because even with Thanksgiving, as a fighter, you stay disciplined throughout the whole thing. So I don't think he ate that much during Thanksgiving, to be honest with you. I think he just didn't train.
He didn't really look out of shape though. He didn't look like I think he's a growing boy and a growing young man, and 15 pounds is excessive though. I don't think that he just was gonna just go in there and rely. I agree with y'all. Matter of fact, I agree with y'all. He probably went in there and just was like, I could beat this guy just off my sheer talent. You
Well,
know.
I will tell you his last fight because he said it was an interview that he had right before the weigh-in. I think it was like a day or two before the weigh-in, and the fight that he had, his last fight was at 140 pounds. This fight was supposed to be at 130, and he said he was going to campaign at 130. He said he felt better at 130. So maybe he fought at 140 and he just thought I don't know, maybe his camp thought he was supposed to be at 140 because his last fight was at 140.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, hopefully he a young boy. You live and learn. He made a mistake, and hopefully we don't see that. He seems like we know he's a gym rat. We know Cremel stays in the gym. Again, he didn't look like he was out of shape or nothing. He just was big, man. He looked like he was a full fledged welterweight. I mean, he was big in there, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully he learns from this and be like, all right. I mean, is he going to campaign at 40? I mean, he's a big guy, man. He's growing, and he probably had some Thanksgiving. He probably didn't hit the camp the way he did because the guy he was going to fight, he could just beat him off of the talent.
Yeah.
So that just wasn't discipline for Cromell and his team. Shame on them because this guy's a young guy. How old is he? 18. You got to
18.
stay. You got to stay on top of it. He's still a young man. He's a young kid coming up, and you got to stay on top of him, bro. If you don't, this is what happens, bro.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
And
I
I
agree.
wonder where's Floyd at? What does Floyd got to say about this?
Floyd probably working out for a fight. I don't know where Floyd at.
That's crazy.
I don't know if Floyd is hands on because Floyd usually are not like hands on far as their training. He'll come in and give them pointers here and there, but he's not like hands on and training them. They have their own trainers. Floyd is just their promoter. They have their own trainer. So I
I
mean
just want to know
I
what his
don't know.
excuse is for his fighter coming in almost 20 pounds overweight.
Yeah, I don't know because now that fight is off. That fight is no longer happening. I mean, rightfully so. That man was 15 pounds overweight. You about to fight at 130. I got a fighter about to fight at 130, and his opponent coming in at
As a
welterweight.
welterweight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not letting my fighter fight him.
And the
No.
commissioner probably canceled that. They probably
Yeah,
said absolutely not.
yeah. The commissioner canceled that fight because the card is still on. It's just
Yeah.
Moten not fighting.
I about to say the card is still cooking, but Carmel, you let a couple of your fans down, man. We don't want to see this out of you. We don't know what it is. I didn't read his Instagram post or whatever to see what he did with Carmel. You got to do better, bro. If you know you wasn't going to, you should have canceled that joint. If you knew you wasn't gonna make it, just cancel it. Be like, look, man, I can't make that way. That's too much, bro. Don't show up to the fight. Almost, it was like 15.8 pounds or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah,
Disappointed that he's not fighting.
very horrible. Never heard of a fighter coming that much overweight.
Yeah, lack of
That was
discipline.
some real base head action right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, Tim. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's some real crackhead stuff, bro. You don't come in that big, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, chill. 15 pounds
Yeah,
on, bro.
yeah, that's a little excessive, man. Like again, I don't want to see no fighter do that. I mean, I could understand 2, 3 pounds, like be like, damn, but you come in, you had no regard for anything, and then he went and showed up like I know, like Free said, he got on the scale in the morning. I know them boys wake up, probably take a leak. Know what I mean? Hit the scale, see what he got to do. He probably got on the scales and was more than 15 pounds over. And then they tried to. I don't know what they tried to do. He made a little statement, and then I saw that. I saw different videos, and there's a lot of videos of things floating around, and a bunch of negativity going on right now.
Hey, salute to my man being in boxing. Salute to old school. Salute to my guy, GP God's property. D for the win. Salute, man. No, this is a funny dude, D for the win, Tim. This dude tried to steal my phone, but he tried to help me look for it. And that's a wild nigga right there. He stole my phone.
Yo,
Help me look for it.
mm,
So if you ever with your boy D for the win, just remember, man, this dude, like if you drop money, he gonna step on it. He not gonna say, here go your $100. He gonna step on it and wait for you to go walk away, and then he gonna put your money in his pocket. So watch out for D for the win. But that being said, something I really wanted to ask you guys about. What do you think about what we seeing now, where you seeing so many guys, man, almost afraid to approach women with the whole Me Too thing going on? Let me ask you this, Tim. You being a young guy, does it kind of change how you approach women with all these new things going on?
yeah, a little bit. You gotta be a lot more careful, to be honest. But I don't know.
What do
I
you mean? I want you
much
kind
on.
of,
Hmm?
what do you mean when you say you got to be more careful?
Like it's just a lot of like stuff going on. Like everybody talking to everybody, everybody know everybody. So you just gotta watch out.
Yeah. Um, I guess the reason I say that is, man, because I've been hearing so many young athletes, man, who keep getting into like these little stupid things with women that they don't know. Um, I'm just saying that I just I don't know, man. I just really feel bad like for like your generation, bro, because you can't even walk up to a chick and grab her by the arm no more. Now that's ain't that like assault now? you know, when I
Yeah,
was growing, they had songs like "Girl, Get in My Car." I don't know if y'all remember. You remember that song, Free? 50 Cent had that song, "Get in My Car."
Yeah,
So what would you say to stuff like that, Free? What do you think about the new climate of how dating goes? How do you think that fits into now?
you talking to me?
Yeah.
Um, like I said before, man. It's always good to talk to people that you are familiar with, or you know somebody who knows them, or whatever. Because nowadays, when you come on, man, when you meeting these people for the first time, you gotta pretty much put them through interrogation because who you meeting for the first time. You don't know if you meeting Kim or Kevin. You don't know who these people are. I'm just being honest because
This is sad
a
to
lot
say, man.
yeah a lot of these people a lot of people nowadays they having these surgeries, and so you don't know exactly who you meet with. You need to see baby pictures and birth certificates. You gotta put them through interrogation.
I'd rather just meet a girl with some kid, at least a kid or two, than she good to go. Give me some stretch
That might
mark.
be might be the adopted kid. You don't know. You gotta.
That's crazy. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. There's a lot of girl boys floating around, and that's what they like, man. And they dress crazy. Now the girl boys extended what they do now. Now they'll dress up like a complete girl, but have a full fledged shaped up beard, like D Free, and but they dressed like a girly man. So when I got to explain to my daughter, you know what? Why is he? She's confused. So I just say, he's a boy, girl, babe. What am I supposed to say to her?
You a wild boy, man. You went off the wrong turnpike with that one.
What
you
am I supposed to tell? What is it then?
salute the Melon Quid pulling
Why
up.
can't it be if they go by both? So that it's no disrespect because I consider they're a girl boy. That's what they are. It's a girly man. It's a girl dressed up as a man that identifies as a woman. So they're a girl boy.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
not
know.
like I called him anything
I,
nasty.
hey Tim, I don't know where he went off the wrong exit, bro. But let me ask you this, man. What do you think about the guys your age and stuff wearing purses and stuff? Because I'll be honest, when I was younger, we used to wear skinny jeans, and I remember, man, we used to get killed for it. Like
yeah,
skinny jeans, Vans. Cats would be like, "Oh man, you're a cupcake. You got on Vans. You got on skinny jeans."
That don't got nothing to be with that. That's just because you can't dress.
hold
mm,
on, hold hold on, dude.
mm.
Don't you wear? Hold on, bro. Don't you wear Pro Cad still? What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
even I don't even know what that is.
Because you're not from Philly, so me. I'm a regular dude, man. I'm not like Prize. I don't wear Celine or Chrome. What is it? Chrome Heart. I don't wear all that stuff. I don't wear all that stuff, man. Tell us what's the new fashion out there, Tim. You know all that fashion stuff, man.
Probably I say Chrome Hearts, some beep in there, some let me see, denim tears. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I seen a dude who had a shirt on that said gallery on it. I was
Gallery that
like, what is
um,
that?
I don't even
It's
remember
just
the color.
some nice quality hoodie. I got a few of those. They fit nice. They last long. They don't tear up. You can wash them. They don't fade. Cost a little bit, but the gallery department they got nice stuff.
See the thing about Tim as he think Prize. I mean the thing about Prize, Tim, this dude shop on Temu and think he doing
Mm.
something.
I
So
don't even know what that is.
you gotta watch him, man. That's a Temu type of cat right there, bro. He had a You know what I'm talking about? He's one of them niggas who shop on Sheen and all that. One of them type
You
niggas.
can't get that stuff off of there, can you?
Man. Now you probably could. I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
I mean, we know you ain't wearing the real stuff. Salute to my brother Crush, the legend. What's going on, Crush? Salute to my man Clobber and Time pulling
The
up.
BVO don't know how to dress,
What's
so he gets
happening?
mad because he
Hold
gets
on, hold on,
mad
hold on,
because
hold on.
he can't go pick out no fire gallery department
Hold on,
hoodie.
hold on. This a Ralph
Hold
Lauren.
on, hold on, Prize.
I wear Ralph Lauren, man. I'm not like you. I still dress my age.
Yeah, I got plenty of that.
I wear. You want to know how BBO dress? I dress like Young Dro. I wear my khakis. I wear my polo.
Baggy polo
No, I
shirts,
don't wear no baggy.
baggy 4X polo shirts, baggy
No,
tight jeans and big sneakers. That's
no.
where
Wait,
BVO come
wait.
from. You know who wears them? You know who wear tight jeans and big sneakers? Clowns. That's who wear that kind of stuff.
All
Clowns.
right, hold on,
'Cause-
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, Prize. Let me say hello to everybody, man. I see you let loose.
Yeah.
Salute to everybody, man. How everybody doing? I wanted to come in and with manners, but y'all going at it, and y'all know once Richie Rich gets started, man, you
Oh
know
yeah.
how he get. Salute to the family, man. How everybody doing, man? How was
Peace.
y'all holiday? Y'all celebrated. Hopefully everything was good. And once again, we got the future in the building. Tim the third. Good to see you again, young man. How you doing? Have you been behaving yourself since the last time we talked, may I ask? I'm just joking with you, man, but how you doing?
No, I'm good.
You
That's
gotta
what's
watch
up. That's
Tim. You
what's
gotta
up.
watch Tim 3, man. He keep taking them glasses off. You don't know what he doing, man. You
Hey, he
press
take
the
the
button
back.
with glasses.
He's Clark Kent with the glasses on, but when he take him off, you know what I mean? He gonna turn into Super T. So you know what I mean? Look, see, I already know, brother. I see it in your aura, and it's a great thing to have in you that you possess, man. So it's all in compliments, bro. Cause we know once you really get your career started, you're gonna do some things. We behind you, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. So what y'all was chopping it up on,
Oh,
man?
we just listen to your boy Prize, man. Cap, he got that S
How
curl
they be
kid.
hating.
He got that S curl kid like he Tracy
All
McGrady or something.
right.
I don't know why they be. I don't know why they so like. I don't know what his problem is because I told BBO he couldn't dress
Oh,
because
Oh,
young Tim
okay.
said he liked the gallery depth, and BBO was like, "Well, what is that?" Since he's so like
Oh,
far behind out of
oh,
reality, he doesn't
oh, the
understand good
gallery
quality
that's right.
clothes.
Yeah. Damn,
hey, Tim.
hey, hey,
BBL said
may I
wear
say this?
Vans and Levi's.
No,
Hold up. Hey, Prize, let me say this, y'all, real quick. I'm like 2 decades older than the man, and I know what gallery depth is, man.
no, you go.
I'm just saying, I'm not ashamed to be my age, you know what I'm saying? But hey, some people rock the way they rock. Everybody's not gonna be up with every single thing that's hot.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. You know what I mean? Some people's
But
like that. Some people's just, plain J's and ordinary Joes. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, or certain things they like, so they only focus in on certain things that they like, man. So
and
that
this
may
thing
be
got to
the case with
remember when you're
BBL.
talking about Prize, he got a nose ring. I mean,
Oh damn.
any dude with a nose ring, you know what I mean? He got a nose ring, bro.
You know damn well I ain't got no nose. Now, when have you seen me on a
Oh,
video with a nose ring?
we don't be
When?
cussing. We
You
don't be
put
cussing up here, man. We can't be
me
cussing up
with a
here, man.
nose ring.
Speaking
Oh
of,
man.
speaking of
You show
that,
Uh,
me. You show
hold
me
on one
one
second.
video where I
Hold on
got a
one second. Hold on
nose
one second. One
ring.
second. Let me say this. I want to send a big shout out to our sponsor of the day, the Breakfast Box. If you are in the Akron Kent area, make sure you stop by the Breakfast Box, home of the Breakfast Dog. Also, two-time winner of the Taste of Akron. Definitely stop by them. And don't let me forget my other guys, the Smoke Shop. Make sure you stop by the Smoke Shop for all your hemp. I spoke to my man. I spoke to my man, Nick Jr. Your hemp needs, as well as your cannabis and flower needs, make sure you stop by the Smoke Shop. Also, we have what we call Ohio Glass. So we make our own glass in store, manufactured, Ohio made, handmade glass for your smoking as well. So if you in the African area, make sure you stop by the Smoke Shop. This one to get our sponsors out the way. But back to Prize, the dude is an old head with an S curl. in the nose ring. So Tim, what do you do with a cat who got a nose ring? I wouldn't want to fight no dude with no nose ring. Would you?
You
Definitely
He
not.
might bite you in the ear or something, man. You know.
you never you
Don't fight.
never was you never ever see me like
Cam up. You would see
you.
it.
You're not
Cam up
even
right
you're
now.
not even making real stuff. You just saying anything.
Cam up right now then.
It's dark where I'm at. Your
I
nose
can see
ring.
it shine. I can see it shining in your nose right now.
Man, come on, man. You was a goofy.
Hey, bro. She said, "Nah, I have a pair of Levi's and I have a nose ring. That's different for you, Melanie Queen." See, Melanie
Hey
Queen said it
man,
because everybody drooling over her, man. But it
listen.
Girl,
looked it looked bad on
as a woman.
it looked bad on the man because
Hey,
Pride
I'ma
got that
say
old
this,
school
man.
Jerry curl where he like roll his hair up in rollers, run around
Oh
with a
man.
plastic bag on. You got to watch old Pride, old curly top over there.
What is he talking about? I don't know what are you doing. What are you talking about? Just saying
Hey,
anything. You
hey,
just all over the place.
hey,
See,
Richie
whenever
Rich.
he get roasted, Tim,
Richie
he get
Rich.
all quiet and
Hold
angry.
up.
What you do,
Yo,
Tim?
hey
Did
Richie
you start
Rich.
with me,
I'm
Tim?
talking to my man.
I don't know. I don't know what
I'm talking
BBO right now.
I'm talking to Richie Rich right now, aka Curly Top, man. We know this shit is natural, bro.
What up?
Sometimes
What
people
up,
wish
though?
they had this type of hair, man. It is what it is. People they wish they had my hair because they see that my hair is locks, and then when they get close to it, they see that my hair is not napping. They be like, "Oh, you got some nice hair," and I'm like, "You get your hands the freak out my hair. Don't worry about the grade of my hair." Wow. Hey, wow, you want to try to make a baby? You think the baby gonna come out with some nice hair? Nah, think not. Yeah, yeah, my shit. It
Yeah,
is what it
of
is,
course, he
man.
had to stick something in about himself, Tim. But Tim, let me ask you this, man. When you talking to these crazy dudes, let me ask you this. So when it comes to boxing, man, I think the biggest thing I would ask you is, do you feel the pressure? What your name being what it is?
I love this question. I'm being honest, because if we being real, nah, I don't feel the pressure. Because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was just something I was born to do. I got pictures like when I was a little kid, like toddler, headgear on, everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like something that was just made to happen.
Yeah,
Got you.
and the reason I say that is because I mean I couldn't imagine like having a grandfather like yours who 2 time, even forget 1 time, we talking about 2 time
Yeah.
heavyweight champion of the world, man, and be some really good people, man. I just always say, man, like, and then I seen he got a YouTube channel, and I seen him. I don't know the kid's name, excuse me, but little white kid, I see him showing him how to throw the hook. Does he ever do that kind of stuff with you? Show you how to throw and all that good stuff?
I mean, lately, not really, but we just focusing on other components of my training instead of really doing that because I already know how to do all that stuff. But yeah, I know the little white kid you talking about. He pretty good. They've been
Yeah,
teaching
he
him.
looks like he's good, man.
Yeah, been teaching him stuff.
I'm pretty sure he probably worked with you when you was younger as a kid. With the question that BBO was asking you about working with you. So I'm pretty sure you had. I'm just assuming that you had some time where he probably did work with you, probably when in your younger years.
Yeah, definitely.
So that being said, man, what having a father that own a gym, is that like owning a candy store to you, man? Because you can go anytime you want and train. That's gotta be a huge advantage.
Yeah, definitely. Because yeah, not a lot of kids that box have that opportunity, and I'm honestly thankful for that. Because I can go in there, train, go back home. I have the keys in my hand, go back, and so like I can just use that to my full advantage. Put in all the work that I need, all the unseen hours that I put in. It's just different.
Yeah.
Mm,
So let me ask you
that's what
this,
I'm
man.
talking
Is it fun when you finally get this when you get to go to an amateur fight? Because does you ever get tired of practicing? Because they used to have that saying where I'll practice for free. I mean, I'll play the games for free, but you got to pay me to practice. Does all that practice becomes a little bit monotonous for you, or do you like the amateurs where you get to actually have a fight?
Um, I like the practice more than the fights, but the practice make the fight easy. So the more I practice, the less I bleed or less I get hurt in the fight. So it's never
Mhm.
not practice.
Yeah, because people don't notice. My brother Prize used to fight. I think he went 1 in 84. he was known to like go right to bed. He was
Hey,
known to go to
Steve
sleep.
Free with the laugh. Steve
let
Free
me
with
ask
the
you.
laugh.
Let me
But
ask you, Tim.
but
When some of the new guys that come into the gym realize who your grandfather and your father is, do they try you in the gym? Like try to push you a little harder?
Nah, definitely not. They don't even try me like in school and stuff. So to try me in the gym is kind of just a little weird to me, at least.
yeah. And I think you know what I will say. I don't think you had that same aggression in school like you used to. Do they have that in school anymore? That aggression where kids
Yeah,
come or not anymore?
I say nah, because we did just have a couple fights. It'd be like nah. When we do have fights, it goes on like a long streak. But when we don't, it's like the school is cool. So it's just when the fights do happen, it's for
No, D for the win. Prize father has a nose ring, not Tim. Prize father has a nose ring.
What are you talking? Don't none of us like. What are you obsessed? What is your obsession
Hey.
with me today?
Hey, every time he roast me, every time he roast me, kid, you
Somebody
obsessed with
please
him.
tell me what
You
is his
got, you got,
obsession with me
you
today?
got.
You know what I'm saying? He worried about what my shirt is. I didn't know you paid close attention
You
to me like
try to
that.
turn that
I'm
around.
flattered.
That's him, Tim.
What he talks about my shirts and my hats or
Hold on.
he
I
don't
ain't do no
never
crime when you said I wore Vans. I ain't do no
you wear
crime. You saw
Levi's
all
and
this
Vans.
crying.
Mel and Queen wear Levi's and Vans. I you know what I'm saying? That's what shorties do. You don't know nothing about that. Don't know nothing
Nah,
about that.
He
hey
said
man.
Still,
Shorty wear Levi's and Vans.
yeah,
You
tight
know all his
Levi's
shorties were.
so it
Hey,
can
there was
fit
a
them nice Queen curbs. You know, and the Vans look good on the shorties' feet. The low cuts, high tops. I see y'all, shorty. Shout out to
the
y'all.
you know the pants his women wear is apple bottom jeans, man. I don't know if you ever heard of them. It's an ancient.
Apple bottoms.
It's an
Wow.
ancient clothing brand that his girls
That's
wear. They
I
call it
ain't
that,
apple
heard of
bottom.
that
apple bottom
that's
in
old.
ages,
That's old
bro.
as fuck. Yeah, apple bottoms
That's
been out for about 10, 15 years. Them joints
goddamn apple bottoms just as
days of the
old as
past.
DMX debut album. Shit.
But let me
Right.
let me let me get back. Let me get back to boxing. Because we having too much fun. Let me ask you guys a
We
serious
do,
question.
baby.
What do you guys think about the constant criticism that Al Heyman's been receiving over the years? Every week, Al Heyman's going broke. Every week, PBC's going broke. I want to hear from all you guys. I don't know if you know much about it, Tim, but if you want to, go ahead. Go ahead. Free.
I mean, I don't see PBC going broke. I mean, I said it countless. PBC can't go broke because PBC don't budget from the. I
Is
mean,
he
we
He's
see every time they say PBC going broke, PBC have a big fight. So I need these people to keep saying PBC going broke because every time they say it, they put out a big fight.
or a big car? Yep.
They definitely do. Um,
Uh,
go ahead, Crush.
look, mine's gonna be real short, man, because D Free said enough, and I don't think this should be a long subject. Two words or three. It's pure hate. Pure
Mhm.
hate. Wow.
Pure,
That's it. Pure hate
pure
for Al.
hatred. I bet you if Al Heyman had blonde hair and blue eyes and some glasses, they'd be praising what he does. But since he doesn't, and he doesn't even show his face, you know, they people just got the hate just that alone because he doesn't come and address nothing. He got Leonard Ellaby and Floyd doing all the talking, and the people don't like it. You know, the man put on good fights. He's putting on good fights for so long. He's made so many people rich. They love him in the music industry. You know, he from the hood. He from the city. You know what I'm saying? So what is like I don't understand where the hate be coming at for some of these people. Like you got if you don't like one promoter, you can't like the other one. You gotta hate that one. It's just crazy. Shout out to Uncle Al for getting the thing for getting it done.
Yeah. I don't know if you have anything on that, Tim, because it's kind of a new subject to you,
Yeah.
about the negativity. But one thing I'll say is, for me, when I seen Camille Moulton come up 15 pounds overweight,
Ah
it
man.
really let me know that he's not serious about his craft. And I'll tell you why I say that, because it's too much on the line for you to miss weight by even a pound. But
Yeah.
15? that lets me know you have no respect for your promoter. You got no respect for your team. And I just really can say it really let me know that Kamel Moulton is not who I thought he was. Because you don't hear no stuff like you. I can't think of the last time I ever heard that. Tim, I don't think I ever heard of somebody being 15 pounds overweight. I don't think I ever heard that.
I,
Go ahead.
I've never heard anybody go 15 pounds overweight. I've never heard it. I ain't saying it's never happened.
Hmm.
I've just never heard nobody 15. I heard five,
Yeah,
6, but 15. That's
That's
crazy.
yeah.
I never
crazy.
heard it.
I never
Yeah.
heard that, BBO. I never heard that. And I'm sitting here calculating my boxing memory. Nah, bro, I never heard nothing that high in my life.
Not
That that
15.
that is that's bad. And like I said, like I told you guys when we talked about him not too long ago, I said I got to see more of the kid all the way around. Discipline and everything. And he just showed us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he better tighten up. Got to tighten up.
We showed us a side we didn't want to see, Crush. We didn't want to see this out of the young man. We got high praise for him, and we want to see all the young fighters, especially from around, especially the black fighters. I want all of them to do good and get rich, win them, win some, lose
Yeah,
some. We still riding. Just get rich,
Now,
get out,
what I will say
be cool.
is he he's young. He's young. He's only 18, so hopefully he take this as a learning tool and do
right.
better behind it. Because I mean, everybody makes mistakes. He's a young kid, and
Hmm.
he's going to make mistakes. I mean, that's a part of growing up. If you
Hmm.
never made a mistake, then I gotta find out if you human or not, because everybody makes mistakes. So I hope that he take this and learn from it and do better by it,
Hmm.
because you can't come in this game and play boxing. You gotta take it serious, and to come in 15 pounds overweight and to take your training lightly, you asking to get upset by somebody that you would have never thought you got upset by, because you come in 15 pounds overweight, that means you didn't train for this fight. I don't care what nobody say. You didn't train for this fight. You went into the gym
Nope.
and worked. You worked on the pads. You worked on the speed bag, but you didn't train for this fight. Not far as weight loss. You didn't train for this fight for weight loss.
And speaking of that,
What he did for this?
my man Sonny lose my $100, man. But did you guys expect him to get slept like that? What did you got? What do you guys think?
Oh yeah,
Let
he
me go
got
first.
cooked.
Uh, I never got a chance to really speak um, on my prediction, but I was predicting the upset. Now, did I predict him getting stopped? No, I didn't.
Hmm.
But it being possible, I was like, yes. But I expected to go the distance or even a later stoppage, if anything, and more so like the championship rounds. But the
Hmm.
fifth round, baby, whoopsie, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this, he ain't been
Got
the
kind of
same since.
spooky in the fifth, didn't it,
Yeah,
Crush?
he ain't really been the same since the Bam Bam. Goddamn, let's call it what it is. Shout out to Bam Bam breaking these souls and they never bouncing back.
Hmm.
That's all I got.
Uh,
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
knew, I knew. I mean, I had him getting stopped because Sonny is another one of those guys that's like Cool Boy. He's an excellent boxer, but he has no power whatsoever. So,
yeah,
and if you know who it is, which I follow his opponent
Hmm.
is a big puncher, and he's going to throw a
yeah,
lot of punches similar to Williams Zepeda. He uses more boxing ability than Williams Zepeda, and
Hmm.
he's going to throw a lot of punches, and he got power. So I figured that Sonny was going to get stopped. I didn't know it was going to come in the fifth round, but I said he was going to get stopped.
I seen that guy fight one time free. That was my.
yeah. I know
I
who he
never
is.
seen him.
Yeah, I think my thing, and I'll ask you this, Tim. I think the thing is when you a good boxer and you fighting a big puncher, you gotta kind of walk him down to kind of make him be on his back foot to kind of neutralize that power. What do you think about a big puncher? Do you feel that same way that you got to kind of walk him down a little bit to kind of neutralize that power?
Yeah, you gotta use your skills against him and just do what you can. Because no matter what, he gonna keep on trying to hit you and stuff. You just gotta aim for the body, really.
Hmm.
Slow him down.
Yeah, that's a good point because one thing I will say. I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but I noticed a lot of boxers are head hunting these days. It's almost they were actually saying copy box was saying that they've seen a decrease 3 straight years in a row in body shots and body shop attempts. Body shot attempts. I'm just wondering, is this the new normal where you're gonna see more guys head hunting? Because if you head hunt, you're not gonna knock many guys out. Everybody doesn't have that one punch knockout power. I'm just wondering, what will they be able to do when they get in there with the guy who can take them shots? Because I'm telling you, man, seeing that trend of the body shots going down, I kind of feel like it's the same thing. We see the NBA shooting too many threes. I just think it's a very, very alarming thing. What do you guys think about the decrease in body shots we've seen in the sport?
Oh well, real quick, that's my favorite thing. Y'all know I talk about body shots. Y'all know I criticize fighters or even fights overall when it's not enough body work. Y'all know I love that. So, real quick, I won't take long. Um, the thing is now it's the new plague with these guys head hunting. And it's a fever that they caught that they not trying to cure. I think a lot of them fear going to the body because there is chances for going to the body. But see, that
Hmm.
just comes to show me that they slacking on working on sharpening their IQ and everything else that comes with it, so you can be complete with going to the body. But everybody
Hmm.
think that highlights come from, or the best highlights come from headshots. When you see knockouts and you got some compilations where you seen guys getting stopped to the body. Roy Jones was known for breaking ribs, making people fold like cheese curls. Like, these cats better learn something. Body shots is more detrimental because it's softer than the head. The head has bone in it, more bone than the body has. The body just has some ribs. You know what I mean? But that's why when you see these guys get up there, that's why they get themselves in trouble in some fights when they lack the IQ, when they tire themselves out for somebody
Hmm.
constantly taking them headshots. And we like, he eating all them
Hmm.
joints. Yeah, he's not dodging them, but he eating all them shits and ain't bobbing. And the next thing you know, that guy, he losing his power, because the more you hit somebody with your power and your power is not working, it decreases. So it weakens you. And then that's why you see in fights where guys wind up there with eating that mess like M&M's, wind up putting you on your ass bag, and you didn't prepare to bring your ass bag insurance.
It's
Hey,
equivalent to
you
like
better
what the
work that
NBA
body.
is. It's equivalent to like how the NBA shoot all them damn 3 pointers now. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Like you shoot more 3 pointers, but you still average the same because you're not making them as at a high clip as it versus you trying to get to the cut or get downhill and score. Same thing with these fighters. They don't want to throw body shots. They're scared because they what's gonna come back. Some of them, you got a few of them that get to the body, but for the most part, body shots. I've noticed that too. I don't know the real numbers and it hasn't been on a decline. I'm not sure if the numbers are accurate. I don't know, but I can tell that body shots are like don't exist almost, especially in the heavyweights. They don't throw no body shots hardly, but maybe Dubois, but a couple of them for the most part. Them big guys don't throw them, man. And I don't know what's up with the smaller weight divisions. Where are the body shots?
it's
I
only a
think
head. It's only go ahead,
it more
DK.
so I think it's more so starts in the gym. I think a lot of these trainers, they tell them to go to the body, but they don't focus on the body. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Derek James. If you look at each one of his fighters, they were body punchers. Jamel Charlo was not a body puncher when he got with Derek James. When he got with
Yeah,
Derek James, he started focusing on the body a lot more. Even
Hmm.
AJ,
yeah,
you saw AJ focused on the more when he got with Derek James.
yeah.
So I think it starts with the trainer. The trainer's got to train these guys to go to the body, because if you're not go to the body, you're gonna do what you're known to do, what you're trained to do, and everybody is trained to throw three combination, throw a two-piece combination, throw the jab out there, and then come back with the right hand. So
Right.
that's what they go to, because that's what they've been trained on. Train these guys to go to the body, and it starts at a young age. Like guys like Moten, him right now. If you train him to body, that's going to be his bread and butter because he's trained to go to the body. That was the
Yeah.
thing that Earl Spence was focused on, was beating up the body. He would go to break you down. And then you
Yeah.
see that Earl would get the knockout in the later round because his opponent can't move. They standing there because
Right.
they've been beat up to the body.
Break them down.
Their
Yeah.
legs are gone, free. Their legs are completely gone,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
it is what
and
it
and
is.
I'll say to add this, and one thing a fighter I would have
Yeah.
you take a look at when you get a
It
chance,
definitely starts with
Tim.
the trainer. The trainers
A
got to
guy
train these guys to go to the body.
a guy would tell you to watch and look out for Tim was Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson
I love Lamar
was
Peterson.
known. Say it again.
I love
Oh,
Lamar
BBO.
Peterson, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
Me
Yeah.
reason I
too.
say that, Tim, is because he
oh,
was
you froze.
known for
Okay.
having what we call an arm body. He kept
I
his
was like, all
he
right,
really.
BBO been standing there for a
Yeah.
second. He ain't moving.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
good.
we
Keep
can
going. Keep
You
yeah,
good?
going.
keep going.
No,
Uh,
no. What I was saying is it looks it
yeah,
from what I
so
would
I
see
mean,
with
I
hold
don't know.
on
I
one
mean,
second,
everybody
Chris.
want to be. They want to
Hold on one
be
I,
second.
I
Hold
think
taken
up,
he
in.
D
might got
Free.
a.
Hold up.
I think D Free got a
Go ahead.
delay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he
I
got a
think he has
delay.
a
Yeah.
slight delay.
Yeah. No, what I was saying is Lamont Peterson, Tim, is one of those guys who had an arm body. He really will focus on, almost making sure his body was super prepared. But
Yeah.
when he got in there with Errol Spence just destroyed his body. I mean, it was one of them things where he got beat so bad that, his trainer had went into father mode and said, you know what? That's it. That's it. And I
Hey,
think,
hey, BBO.
go ahead.
Real quick, I got a nice comparison to add on to that.
Go ahead.
You know the classic kung fu movie Five Deadly Venoms.
Yeah.
So you remember number five, the toll. How
Yeah.
did they break by putting it in the Iron Maiden? And
Yeah.
that's what happened when Lamar Peterson got in there with my man EJ. Shout out to Lamar. He's one of my favorite guys. Now I'm
Hmm.
saying, and Arrow attacked that damn body, and guys used to attempt to go at his body and couldn't phase him.
Hmm.
Couldn't phase him. But when Arrow got to it, it's like that Iron Maiden, man, and it broke. I'm like, damn, I ain't wanting to beat up on this guy like that. And the fact they friends too. So I don't want to
Hmm.
hear nothing about friends, all this stuff about friends. But we'll get into that later time because we got Tim in the house. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the funny thing about that, Tim? Have you ever seen that movie where Thor's hammer got broke by his sister on there?
Uh, I forget
Oh,
which one it was.
I don't know which one it was, but I remember Thor's hammer got broke. I think they say he had a sister and she broke his iron hammer. But I said all that to say this. I think like what Crush was saying, even if you got great body work, if you got somebody who's made it their business to stop you to the body, that can be throw a real monkey wrench into your plans because I think a lot of fighters are missing that key component. One thing I always see your grandfather talk about is defense. When we watched I don't know if you've seen the AJ fight. AJ did what he always did. His chin was straight in the air, and Triple G knocked his block off. And I just, and it's like, how many times does AJ have to get beat to death to understand? Keep the phone on. Keep the phone on. You know what I mean? Because I know when you hear that stuff in the gym, Tim, I know it's got to get like almost monotonous to keep hearing. Keep your hands at home. Keep it because when you get into those ring, it be the small things, man, that really throw you out. I remember I used to have this like when you doing a three technique. Now, if the defensive tackle was coming off, he coming off that edge, he bull rushing. The whole thing is we supposed to slide so we can catch his big ass. But you know me, young BBO think he's strong. I'm like, no, I'm gonna throw him if he come. And guess what? I'm on the ground eating turf. so, so I always say this, man, the little nuances, man, work the best. They really do, man. They really do. I just love the game of boxing. And when I see, a guy like and I'm gonna miss Errol Spence, RIP to Errol Spence's career. But he had a really good run. I really appreciate what he did because at the end of the day, I don't see him being able to come back from that. But I don't know. Did you ever see Errol Spence before he got into that car accident, Tim?
A little bit, yeah, but I don't really recall too much. But he was a great fighter at that time.
Yeah, he was. He was. A good fight. His best performance was when he fought a guy named Mikey Garcia.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat him so bad they gave him a 10-8 round and then dropped him. So it was it was one of those. It was a boxing clinic, man. It was a boxing clinic. But Let me ask you guys this. Are you guys a little disappointed in hearing Oscar go out of his way to kind of say bad stuff about Kid Austin, saying he's a prospect and this, that, and the third? Was that fair? And then to have Timothy Bradley come right out and say, hey, don't block the young man from wanting to be great. I mean, salute to Tim Bradley always being the voice of reason. I don't think Tim Bradley gets enough credit for that. But what you guys think about um, Oscar De La Hoya downing his own father, saying he's a prospect? What did you guys think about that?
That's his opinion. Go ahead, D
My man,
Free.
old
I
school.
no,
Go ahead.
I don't think he's down on me. He's saying exactly what it is. He's a prospect. That's what he is. And the man never
Yeah.
fought not nowhere near the biggest stage. So Oscar didn't say anything that was wrong. Everything he said was facts. That man is a prospect. He's 22
Yeah.
years old. He hasn't fought anybody of notoriety. He hasn't even fought. I mean, he hasn't even fought former world champion to say okay, yeah, maybe he might be ready to move up to the next level or whatever. So I'm not. I didn't see Oscar say anything wrong. I think I spoke what the facts was.
Cause
The
that's
reason
what
I
he is, right?
the reason I say that Crush and Tim and Free and Proj is because the guy that Shakur got the belt from had 12 fights. He was 12-1. So what's the difference from you taking a belt from a guy who was 12-1, a vacant belt at that, to you fighting a guy who's a quote unquote prospect daring to be great? I thought that's what we wanted in boxing. What do you think?
He ain't take the belt from a guy that was 12-1. He
That
took
dude,
he fought for a vacant belt. He didn't
the
take
guy
it
he
from
fought
him.
was
He
12-1.
was 12-1. But
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean that guy fought to get where he was at. Kid Austin hasn't fought anybody to get it. No, do you realize what Kid Austin is WBC? He's ranked number 40. He's
No,
ranked
none of
number
these,
No, he's
nobody,
top
none of
five,
these
bro.
dudes really fought nobody, to be honest. So I don't
I
even
thought he
no,
really
was
but
like
top
to
what I'm
use
five.
saying
that.
is
But I feel
what
you
I'm
though.
saying is at number 40, we don't even know if that fight is even going to get sanctioned by the WBC because he's not ranked in the top 15. He's number 40 in the WBC.
Oh, he also, I'm looking at, he's top five in WBA. My mistake. He's top five
Yeah, the
WBA. Okay.
WBA he is, but in the
Okay.
WBC he's ranked number 40.
Mm. Let me
Well,
ask you this, Tim. If now you being a future fighter, if you say you had only a few fights and you ready to challenge for a world title, would you feel some type of way if your promoter came out and said, "Yo, Tim is not ready. He's a prospect"? Would that make you upset, or how would you feel about that?
I mean, based off like Oscars, like is saying,
Mhm.
me personally, nah, because he might not be wrong in that situation, but then that also gives me another reason to prove him wrong at the end of the day. So no matter what, I'm gonna take that fight regardless, just to prove him wrong. But
Yeah.
being a former world champion at Oscars, then I could take that advice and use it for further stuff.
Yeah, and maybe I'm being sensitive. I could tell you that. I just felt like Oscar the week before had went on a whole tirade. Remember, Prize, he went on a whole tirade on
Yeah.
guys not wanting to be great. And then when one of your guys want to be great, you go out of your way to disparage him and call him a prospect. I just thought that was foul. What you think about that, Prize?
yeah, I ain't rock with Oscar like promoter Oscar. I rock with the '90s Oscar. You know what I mean? And some of the 2000s. You know, in the 2000s Oscar. You know what I mean? He fought some people, but promoter Oscar, he's all over the place. He says one thing, then he does another. You know, he just gets on my nerves. I wish he would just go away, or just be the face, show up. You know, say his little piece. You know, this is what we do here at Golden Boy. We put on the best fights and just get out of the way and let the people that know what they doing just handle it, because he never knew what he was really was doing. He was just always a name in the face of a Golden Boy. Everybody knew Richard Schaefer's and Al Heyman and them, and they was running the show. And then when Oscar woke up off of his drug binge, he decided he wanted to take his company back and realized he didn't have no fighters because he wasn't looking. He was just a face and a name. So he just gets on my nerves with his little clapback Thursdays. It's so corny and cringe. Look what the kid, young people say, cringe. You know, it's just so cringe watching Oscar. And you know, he's damaged goods, and I hate him.
You don't like. I'm surprised you don't like that. What
Hey,
is it called? I like that
Nah,
throwback
I,
shade
I'm gonna say
Thursdays.
this.
let me say this.
I'm gonna say
Go
Go
ahead,
this.
ahead.
D Free.
I'm gonna say this in
You
defense
got
of Oscar. You gotta look at Oscar as a promoter. You have a young who you trying to make a name for. If he's not ready, you don't believe that he's ready to get in there with the big guys. Why would you put your young prospect that you invest to in there with somebody to get beat up?
Yeah,
And now,
I don't
now
have an
his
argument against that, Free. I don't
now
have an
now
argument against that.
his name is somewhere in it now because you put him in there and he get beat up, and now it's no. I mean, I ain't gonna say there's no value in it, but the way people are moving nowadays, it's almost like that fight no value anymore. If you go in there and get beat up, the way the people are dropping these fighters left and right after one loss.
Yeah, I understand,
Hey,
but he could make a payday from it and benefit financially from it, cash out now. That's what everybody else is doing.
let me
Well,
ask a question.
Eh,
go ahead.
it ain't that big of a cash out.
You're right. It's not, but to him it is. If he can walk with 175,000 after he pay everything off, that's some pretty damn good money right now in these time and days.
Let me ask a question.
Go ahead, Crush.
What black fighter that Oscar had that he ever gave a title shot to?
What black fighter? The Oscar?
What black
None.
fighter that Oscar had? My point exactly. So
Well,
why
you
Wait,
know,
would
he
we
wait,
always
wait. I
respect
didn't. Wait, I want to hear that question again.
What
what
black
black
fighter did
fighter?
Oscar have?
Go ahead, D Free. Go ahead.
What
You
black
can say
fighter
it for me.
what black fighter did I have in his stable that he gave a title shot to? None.
Mm, mm,
None of them got title
Exactly.
shots under Oscar. None
that's
of them.
crazy.
Yeah. So
Crazy, bro.
it don't matter if he a prospect or contender or not. He ain't get no title shot, man. This is Oscar's goddamn paper. This is what he do, y'all. We can't forget that. But thanks to your brother, the grumpy OG, having a little bit of somewhat okay memory.
That's crazy, man. Cause I never even thought about nothing like that, and that goes to show you why not put the kid. If the kid want to fight Shakur, let him go in there and get a boxing lesson. He might
Cause
win. You never know. But and you're right, he might be damaged goods. But again, that go back to the question or the stat y'all just made. When when has that happened? I can't remember the last time. Who Brian Norman fight for?
he yeah.
um,
He ain't with Golden Boy, is he?
no, he's with
No, he
Top Rank.
ESPN.
Top rate, top rate, top rate. Right, right, right. So yeah, I mean, again, like that's a good question, Oscar. That's a good question. When you put one of your minority on, like we need to audit him. When had one of your minorities, um, when the last time they got a title shot under that stable, And so why not give the kid? But again, like Free said, people are they going to sanction the fight because he's ranked 40 in the WBC? That's crazy. I didn't know that. But he's ranked high in the WBA, but it's different sanctioning bodies got their own rules and own regulations. So you
I
know.
think I
So
think
where
the
is he
thing that
ranked
we
at in,
missing
in
is
the IBO
Errol
and the
Spence.
the WBO and the IBF?
I don't
Well,
know
this is what
where he
I'll
ranked that
say.
at.
I can't.
I think I
I
think.
was
Hold on,
looking
let
for
me
my
say this
other
real quick.
device. Where the hell
Can
is
y'all
my
hear me?
other phone? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
Oh no, what I
BBL.
was saying is I think the thing that it goes back to is when Earl Spence came up to Oscar and said, I don't like the way you treat your black fighters, man. And the thing I will say, I kind of feel like it's almost like Oscar wants to feed Kid Austin and one of his undefeated fighters, not so much giving to Shakur.
Yeah,
And
well,
I
that's a
kind
good point.
of feel
That's
like
that's
that's
what
Yeah.
hold on, let me
that's
finish this
what
real quick. Let me finish this real quick, free. And I just think, and one thing I'll tell you, Tim, that I learned about boxing, man, that I know you'll catch on to. It's a real dirty game because they'll build you up to feed you to who they want to feed you to, and not necessarily give you the opportunity to make your own career. I'm sure you heard all the stories from your grandfather with some of the things he had to deal with.
All the time.
Like your grandfather had no choice but to sign a Don King to get a title shot. There was no other option. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, can you imagine if you want to be a legend like your grandfather was, you had to take a deal with a guy who you necessarily didn't want to work with, but you had to?
Because he
That's the
wanted to
kind of
fight.
things
Because
that
he
they
wanted to
do.
fight.
But that for me, and I don't understand that with Oscar because it seems like he really goes out of his way to kind of give black fighters a hard time, which
But
is
you, but
good.
but BBO, think about this though. When Oscar was active, he would give the brothers a payday and rumble them. That's why I
every
don't
time.
understand. I don't understand what's he doing now. Like he would give the Sugar Shane Mosley. Hell, he fought his sparring partner Stevie Forbes, and I thought Forbes
I'm
was beating him up.
what it is. It's called the business of boxing. It's Oscar, unless it's a big fight, Oscar makes more money by keeping it in house. The same other promoters, they make more money by keeping it in house because they get paid from both the fighters. Unless it's a big fight, that's why you see so many of these fighters. PBC fighters fight against people. Golden Boy fighters fight against Golden Boys. Matchroom, so on and so forth. Top rank, all of them. They fight against their own fighters because it's more money for the promoter if they keep it. Unless it's a big fight. Once it's a big fight, then they don't care because they know they're gonna get maximum on their dollar. But if it's not a mega fight, they want to keep it because they get paid from
In
both fights.
house, in house. Yep.
Right. Yeah. It
PBC's
makes
notorious
sense.
for in house fights. Top ranking PBC both are notorious for in house fights.
Yeah, I just say for me, I'm just so surprised. Oh shoot, let me put it raffle real quick. I forgot I ain't played the raffle one. Let me put it raffle 1 second.
The JBT is giving away a bag for the holidays. That's right, a bag for the holidays. We're holding a 50-50 raffle, and one lucky winner is going to win half of all the money collected. Entries are $5 each or 5 for 20. This raffle runs from now until December the 21st, and the winner will be announced on December 21st, immediately following the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury heavyweight bout. So, cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. So enter early, enter often, and remember, one lucky winner will be awarded half of all the money collected. Another great contest brought to you by the JBT, Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Hold on a second. Don't forget to get your raffle tickets, man. We got the block special. You get 5 entries for $20. And the cool thing about this is everybody needs a little holiday money. So definitely get into the raffle. And keep in mind, BBO Boxing has something coming up. We're gonna do our first ever raffle. We're gonna be giving away an iPhone 16. They're coming in the mail. Shout out to Ben's Phones. I'm gonna have more information. He's donating it. He wants to bless somebody with a brand new, powerful what is it called? iPhone 16 Pro Max. I don't know if I said that right, but the big one. Pause. You know what I mean? But but that being said, man. That being said, man. Speaking of that, I wanted to ask you guys. I wanted to kind of have a conversation about the whole, you know, way we look at the heavyweight division. Do you guys think this FBA Jogba versus Bacoli?
Marco
How do you think that fight's going to go?
Piccoli.
Yeah,
Why did
Bacoli. How
Piccoli
you
duck?
think
for
that
Why
fight
did
going to
why
go?
did
Yeah.
Zhao
Yeah.
Zhang duck Bacoli? That's the question to ask. Why did Zhao Zhang duck Azili Zhang duck Bacoli? That's what I want to know.
He lost
well,
to
Did
you
he
in that
duck
uh,
fight.
him?
Yeah,
He
they were
lost
he
to
supposed. They
lost.
ordered the fight. They ordered Bacoli Zhang fight. Zhang turned it down, and he's fighting somebody else.
Yeah, well, the F is the IBF eliminator. F.A. Jobber and Bacoli's the IBF eliminator. I don't know what happened with Big Bang Thing. I know he lost his last fight. Oh no, he beat Wilder. He beat Wilder in his last fight. Um, but I don't know what happened with Big Bang Thing.
I thought Big Bang
But
Zang lost to Parker too.
he lost to Parker, but that was before Wilder.
No, he lost. I thought no, he lost to Herkovich before Wilder. He lost to
Was it?
Herkovich. It was Herkovich that beat him.
He beat
Herkovich.
Parker beat Zane too.
Yeah, he
He beat Zane.
recently beat him. He recently
Yeah,
beat him after he fought Deontay Wilder. Okay, because I remember Herkovich beat him to death. Everybody talking about he won. Yeah, right.
Herkovich ain't beat nobody. Herkovich ain't beat nothing to death, but you know that's
That
about it.
that right hand is crazy. You ever seen Herkovich fight yet, Tim?
Yeah, I saw Herkovich look like he was about to quit.
Hey Tim, have you seen Herkovich fight yet or not yet?
Nah, no, I did.
Man,
You
he
don't
be
want to
punching.
say
You
him,
ain't missing
He be
nothing.
punching.
Good.
Hey, dude, he be punching. He'll punch the soul for out of brother, man.
man.
Listen.
He'll punch a Twinkie. He'll punch a Twinkie and get some cream filling. That's about it. He
Yeah,
ain't
you
punching
ain't
nothing.
missing nothing, Tim. You ain't missing nothing. I don't even know why BVO said Herkovich.
Hey,
Like
Tim,
he
you
like
don't
he's
listen to
somebody to
that,
go on
man.
YouTube to check out. Like
Herkovich can
stop.
fight.
I ain't say he
Herkovich
couldn't
cannot
fight.
fight.
I ain't say he
Herkovich is
couldn't
a
fight.
robot.
Yeah,
I mean, he
I
beat
but
Zane,
that
bro.
ain't good for the young man to go check out no damn Herkovich. What's wrong with you?
No, Herkovich is not exciting. It ain't nothing
Right.
to him.
He's nothing to go
Ain't
check
nothing.
out for sure.
That's the
Matter of
that
fact,
I'm
just
gonna
forget
tell
his
you how
name.
I'm gonna tell you how exciting Herkovich is. You ain't hearing about him. That's how exciting he is. You ain't hearing nothing about him.
You probably never ever heard of that name until right now.
Never heard of him until now, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, you
So
It,
told
it
me,
don't
man.
Exactly.
You ain't supposed to agree with
it
these
don't
jokers,
even sound
man.
like
You
it don't even sound like the name of a human being, Herkovich. It sound like some kind of back goddamn problem with some Herkovich. What's up?
look,
sound like some
What's
kind
wrong
of
with the back? I got
STD.
Herkovich pain. I got Herkovich
Yeah, you
pain.
right, Craig. It sounds like a STD.
I'm about to go light this pack right now. I'm about to go light this Herkovich pack right now.
Yeah, Herkovich pack. Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all talking like Herkovich is a bum. Hold on.
I
Chill.
ain't
These
say he
people
was a
have
bum. He not a bum,
You
but
say
he's
he was
not.
a bum.
He,
Prize ain't say he a bum. I did.
Ah,
That's fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
mean, he beat Zane, bro. That's that should count
But
for
Zhang
something.
is not. I mean,
so
y'all like Zhang ain't
what?
all that.
No,
He
and no, he
beat
didn't beat
Zane.
Zane. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He
You
did
the
beat
only
Zane,
person on you that say he beat Zane.
and the
He
judges
got the
said the
win.
same thing.
He got the win over Zane, but he didn't beat Zane.
Yeah, I
He got
didn't
the
think he
win.
won that fight either.
Yeah, he ain't
He
win
got
that
the win
fight,
Seemed
over
like
man.
they
That
Zane.
was
had it
a
out for
robbery,
Zane. They seemed like
dog.
they had it out for him
Yeah,
that fight.
yeah, you know they did, Pride. They had it out for Big Zane, man. I
Yeah,
like Zane, man.
yeah,
They
I
Zane
wanted
do
tough.
they
too.
wanted to push. They wanted to push. That's all it was. They wanted to push Urkovich. They was trying to make a name for him. They wanted to push him. And then when he got in his next fight, they saw he wasn't that
He
because he
wasn't
got
that
beat to death.
too deaf.
Yeah,
Well,
That
Daniel, well,
man
Daniel
got
just
is
beat
lost
to
the fight.
death.
horrible.
Go ahead. I think Daniel can fight though. I don't know. Y'all tripping, man. He
No,
lost to Triple G.
but back to the
You
back
tripping,
to the
my brother.
question. Back to the question. I think Bacoli is going to stop Fa Jabba. I think he's going to stop him. Fa
I
Jabba
would agree
Ooh,
is nothing special to Fa Jabba. He's a big puncher. He's a big puncher,
Mhm,
but
for sure.
That about
Bacoli's a
it.
big puncher. Bacoli's a big puncher too. And I seen Fa Jabba hit the canvas from guys who are lesser punchers than Bacoli.
Just
Yeah,
because
Frank
they
Martin
set
beat
him
him
up.
up.
Just because they set him up.
Frank Sanchez beat him to death, man.
I
That
Yeah,
was
like
a
Bacoli, man. Oh
Me
yeah,
too.
Frank
Frank
Sanchez.
Sanchez beat the brakes off him.
yeah.
Bacoli definitely made a fan out of me. His last fight for sure.
I like the way Bacoli fight, man. I like it.
Me
He
too, man. He
man, talk
Okay.
reminded
about
me
a
of
robot. He
Foreman,
a
man. I'm
big
telling you.
stacking robot, man. All he do is stand there and beat you, man. Pause. That's all he do. He
Well,
just stand there and
I
beat you.
No,
thought you would like that, BVO. That's what the type
I
of
like it,
fighters
but
you
I'm just
like.
saying I like it, but I'm just saying like he a dog like that. I mean, he just stand in front
He
of you
is
and
a
beat you
dog.
up.
Definitely a
and he
dog.
got some defense too,
BVO,
dog.
Go ahead.
you
And he
trying to
got
you
some
trying to
D.
downplay him because he beat you trying to downplay him because he beat your statement like that. You trying to downplay him.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's what
He
happened.
beat your
Hold on.
statement.
They
He
said
DC.
Big Baby
beat your
Anderson up,
statement like
but
that.
Whooped the skin off
Yeah,
of him.
yeah, he
listen,
beat him
and he
bad.
got
You
some.
see that
And
fight
He
though?
the
You
Bacoli
type
see
of
got
that
some
dude you
fight?
see
good
down
game.
in the alleyway and they rip the pockets off his jeans.
And Bacoli got some defense with him too, dog. Don't be hating
They
on
ripped the
Bacoli. He got
pockets
some
off his
defense with
jeans.
him too. Cause
They
he was
ripped the
blocking
pockets
some
off his
stuff and
jeans,
he
man.
slipped some stuff. And then he like bang bang. Bang 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 bang.
Hey,
And them
Bang
joints were
bang
some
bang bang
short,
bang.
quick
Bang
joints.
bang bang bang
Short.
bang.
hey, and
And D
ain't
Free
nobody say
called that. D Free called that days before that happened. He was like, "Man, I think he gonna get dropped, potentially dropped and stopped in his first fight." And I was just like, "Nah, man,
Yeah,
this old
I
guy don't
said
want no
I
smoke."
agree too, Prod. I said he gonna lose. I said boy gonna beat
I
him,
said,
dog.
"Nah, he gonna. This guy
I said
don't.
he
Bacoli
is
gonna get
rough.
outboxed.
he
I don't
was.
think he's gonna. Man, Bacoli
He
showed up
just
and
he
made
just
me a
came in
fan.
so confident, man. I'm and then
I
he had
looked
the
at
nerve to put a T-shirt over his belly. He came in so big. I was
hey,
like, dang.
Hey,
Ain't nobody that he was lying neither when he said he stopped Usyk and he stopped
Fury.
Daniel Dubois. He said, I
I
mean,
mean
I knocked both of them out.
Dubois.
He
Yeah,
knocked
you're right.
knocked out both
I
of them.
believe that, B
Ain't
free.
nobody saying I didn't. I knocked out
Ain't
both of them.
nobody deny it either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Tim. This dude is just a straight up brutalizer, man. He stand in front of you and just beat the life out of you, man. Dude is pretty
but he
nice. I
can
can't even lie.
box, man. He can actually box though.
I didn't
BBO,
see
he
too
can
much boxing
actually
when he
box.
fought Big Baby. He was just beating Big Baby's head in. I really didn't see him
But
boxing.
he showed some slick game. He showed some D because he was blocking some of that stuff. He slipped a little once or twice. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Like, God damn, boy, I heard him hammer. He beat
He
the
was
brakes
he
off a
was
little bit.
throwing 3 punch combinations, which you don't really see that much in heavyweights. So I'll give you that. He definitely hit him with the uppercut and gave him a nice
He,
left and right, put him to sleep. But I
hey,
remember when he was hitting him, I honestly thought he was like hitting him with like a sleeping pill or something. Because as soon as he would hit him, I mean, Big Baby would go right down. So I'm wondering,
he
can Big
been
Baby ever be the same? What you guys think? Can he ever be the same like as he was? Because I think he fight too much like a little guy.
only time would tell, but for my honest opinion, I think he's broken. Broken.
I hope
Yeah.
not. I hope not. Hey, but shout out to my man Tim,
Big Baby
man.
Anderson might be damaged goods. Big Baby Anderson might be damaged goods because he already didn't have the mind frame of a boxer that want to go far in his career. He
True.
had 23. He was already talking about he's going to retire and this and that. So you doing that you just turned 24. You get knocked out and stopped at 24. Yeah, he might be damaged goods, dog.
Hey, what they say, Tim? You ain't that, brother. You ain't that.
Yeah,
Hey, but let
yeah.
me ask you this, Tim. And I always want to ask as a boxer, don't take this in the wrong way. Have
Nah,
you ever been knocked out in the gym yet?
never. Not even close.
You never seen stars yet either?
Nah, I've seen stars, but I've never like gotten hurt seriously bad. When your coaches talk about defense, it's like really all you know. So
Yeah. So
not
let me ask you this: is it tough to defend against a guy who's punching when you punching?
a little bit, but all you gotta do is really step back. Boxing is like a game of inches. So like as long as you like step back, move your feet, you should be good.
I swear you be scaring me when you be talking to me. You talk like you gonna be running, bro. You be scaring me sometimes,
Nah,
man, when you talk, man.
it's skill, bro.
I be
Everything.
want I be wanting you to come forward, but I think you gonna step back and move on me, man.
Oh man. You gotta fight smart, bro.
I'm telling you, man. I think it's a place for that, but I'm telling you, all the legends go in there and bang, man. Ali would bang at the end of the fights, man. Oscar would bang, Floyd would bang. I mean, I put it like this: my perfect fighter would be what I seen with my man Tevin Farmer, man. When I seen Tevin Farmer on that outside and then the mid range was crazy. That's a lost art in boxing. What you think, Crush? The mid range game, I feel like that's a straight lost art in boxing. What you think?
Not really, because I see a lot of guys they use that, especially them headhunters. Because like you said, we talked about not enough body shots, so a lot of headshots just don't come from close range or long range. They come from mid range just as well. When you look at a lot of guys, they throwing a lot of headshots from mid range because that's their best reach when they facing certain opponents and because of the way the guys is fighting them. You know, they standing right in front of them, not stepping back like Tim said, that's mid range if they ain't stepping back, if they ain't post up on you. That's mid range right there. So you ain't really got to stretch that far. So no, it's not a lost art. It's just they just don't do enough work with going to the body for the mid range. If you can go to the body for mid range, I don't think that's a lost art. The only lost art is the body punch.
That's a good point. And I just want to say, man, shout out to everybody. It looked like we about to hit 4,500 subscribers, man. And, and I'm just so excited about it, man, because people said we weren't gonna do it, and now we doing our thing, man. So I'm all excited about it. Um, but I will say
Well,
this. Go go ahead.
I was about to say I sing that daggone song.
What song is that?
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Yeah. I know. Pointer sisters got yeah, catch on.
Hey, hey, you know some good music to train to, Tim, that I heard, man. It's this group called Hall and Oates, bro. It's one of the best R&B old school groups I ever heard. I've never heard of these guys. You guys ever heard of the Hall and Oates? Man, they got some jams, man. I never heard of this
Hey,
R&B
hey,
group. Go ahead.
hey, let me ask Tim a question. See, hey, Tim, you growing up as a child before you decide to choose your own type of music that you listen to, what music was being played in your house when you was growing up in your household?
On my
If you
mom's
can
side,
remember.
it was always like R&B, and once I moved over here, it was like a little rap R&B. It was just a little mix. So yeah,
What R&B groups you remember your mom playing? She played a lot of certain artists a whole lot. You remember any of them?
I feel like she played a lot of Usher, some other stuff. I can't really remember. It was long ago, but that's really what I
Right.
remember.
Usher, Mary J. Blige, you know that type of stuff. Chris Brown, you know that. I get you. But far as on your dad's side, you said it was a combination of R&B and rap. So you enjoyed that side more because it was a combination of both. Which one
Yeah,
you enjoyed the most?
I think I enjoyed my dad's side. It was just more of like a mix, not the same thing every
Yeah.
time.
Right. What rap artists you like listening to? Who you like?
Uh, well, really, it's just like new school, like Philly rappers right now at the moment. But
Who you like,
Which
Kwani?
one
You like
you got
Kwani?
one in mind?
um,
Hold up, Bros. Let me see what names you gonna throw out. What who the guys in Philly that you listen to? Throw the names out for us.
I listen to Kwani, Skrilla,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
April School. He passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really all
Shout
I.
out
Okay.
YBC Duel. RIP YBC
Yeah.
Duel.
Hey, Kwani is hot, man. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm 55 and I know about Kwani. You know,
Go
so I
check my
still be in
boy
touch
out.
with the music and see what's going on.
He from Philly. My personal friend, his name's something else. He
Oh
fire.
my God.
He tough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
Yeah,
rap
Kwani
probably
nice,
like
man.
that. He probably rap like that kind of stuff you like.
What'd you say, Free?
I said, BBO, you stupid.
No, I just
Yeah,
that
video
boy.
shot.
You know that boy Prize. All I gotta say, my close personal friend, like he
Yeah,
see
cause
me.
he is. It's the truth. Cause Prize don't do nothing but spit facts.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm telling him to go listen to him, check him out. He tough.
hey, Tim, you can't listen to Prize because Prize personal friend with the police chief too, man. So
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
And what's wrong with
man.
that? What's wrong with that? I'm a civilian. What's wrong with that?
we know, we
Hey,
know you're a
ain't no
civilian.
wrong with Bob. He
I'm
said
not
Bob,
doing
you
nothing
a
illegal.
civilian.
All my money if they audit me, all my stuff going to show out and it's going to show where it came from. My taxes going to be paid. My property taxes paid. So what we talking about?
Hey, hey, Tim, you play the PS5 at all,
Yeah, sometimes. I don't
bro?
be.
I can't wait for that new Grand Theft Auto, man. You hear about it?
Ain't it coming out like next year though?
Yeah, I think whenever it comes, they're gonna have a new system come out.
Yeah, that
Um,
PS6 making me mad right now.
when is that
PS6
supposed to come
or
out?
PS5?
That come out PS6 Christmas.
This Christmas?
I think
So
that's
they
Yes.
cap,
releasing the
Tariq.
PS6 since Christmas.
I think that's cap. I think they just be doing it. I did see it though. I
Nah,
saw it with this like the
Nah.
screen, like the touchpad is going to be digital. Like the touchpad on the PS5, the big bar or
Hey,
whatever. That's supposed to be like a screen.
hey, one thing about PlayStation, they just like iPhones. They'll
Yeah,
put it
they
out,
are, bro.
and
They
then the
starting to
next
be
one to
like
come
that.
out right behind it. You got the
Hey,
next one coming out
that's a
a
good
year later.
analogy, Free. That's a perfect analogy. They're starting to
They
become like iPhones, PlayStation.
they dropping a new system every year or every other year.
I mean, they just got this one. Jesus.
Yeah, no, well,
No.
PS5 2 years old now. I had my PS5 for 2 years. I bought it when
Yeah,
it
I
me
had
first came
too.
mine
out.
for 2 years too. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I mean, I just started, getting to enjoy it. That's crazy.
Right. And you know
That's what
what?
they always
They're,
do.
the rumor is what they're saying is the reason why PlayStation is going to do that is because the new GTA is a good chance that it might not be able to withstand what Rockstar is trying to do. So that's the problem. So they might have no choice but to drop another PlayStation for the GTA to run off of it because Rockstar is trying to make it to where you don't play any other game but that because you can do everything
Damn,
in it. You know what I'm saying? So. They already invested
damn.
$2 billion into it. 2 billion they in the hole for it already. So it's about to be different. But 25 into 25, we'll see.
Yeah, they I think most of these consoles is gonna go to that virtual reality where you even playing it because they're going what's that VR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That joint is changing it for everybody because they got that in the NFL now. They got football in the NFL. A lot of the well, I ain't gonna say in a lot of them, but I know Jaden Daniels used that to train for football games. He used the VR. He was using knowledge, and they changing the game with that. You could be in the game. Oh yeah, I gotta get it. Gotta get it.
I was
That's what
playing.
Microsoft
I was
is.
watching. Hey, Tim. I was watching Thursday Night Football. Got a mode on Amazon where you can actually make it look like the video game, like the real game. You can
Seen
line them
that.
up like the video game. It's crazy. I'm like, dang. I remember having. I
I'm
remember
like,
having a PlayStation playing Crash Back Bandicoot. Now they got all this. It's crazy.
I love Crash Bandicoot, man. That was my shot, man. Crash
Yeah.
Bandicoot. I haven't played it in years.
Um. Yeah. That was fun, man. But I know my man Tim got to go. We gonna see you next week, man. I appreciate you, Tim, coming through, man, and having
appreciate
Always
y'all.
some fun with
appreciate
us,
you,
man.
Phil.
Yeah, now I'm gonna catch y'all though.
All
Sure.
right, take care, bro.
Peace,
Peace
young
out,
boy.
bro.
Much love.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, but let me ask you brothers this. Now that my brother Tim is about to do his thing. What do you guys think about Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez from at 130? What do you guys think about that fight?
Not a bad fight.
Yeah, it's a good fight. If it's going to be anything different from the last fight, it very well could be because Navarrete moved up to 35 and got beat up. Now he's going back down. That could play a part in this matchup, but I don't know because Oscar Valdez, he just come forward. He don't have no other type of style. He just come forward. Just coming forward, you play right into Navarrete's hand because he wants somebody that's going to stay right there in front of him. That's the reason why he got in the fight against Denny because Denny wasn't right in front of him. He outboxed him. So I think it might be more of the same from the last fight.
Yeah, that's a good point. What you think on that question, Prize?
I think it's a good fight. Now who I'm thinking was going to win? Uh, it's a 50-50 fight, far as I'm concerned. Because neither one of these guys look too impressive to me in they last. So it's a 50-50 fight for me, but it should be a good one. Should be a good one. Definitely a good one.
Yeah. What about you, Prize? What you got on this?
Um, I like Neverate. Like I never really was I never was really big on what's the boy name? Oscar Valdez. I really like I don't see what people saw in him. You feel me? So I'm just gonna rock with Navarrete. Oscar Valdez, he cheated and he still got beat up. And I'm just they gave him a statue and all that. Like I'm just not an Oscar Valdez fan, bro. I just don't think that like some of these people think Valdez. I'm like, man, Shakur made him look ordinary, and ever since then, he's never been right. He was cool prior to that. But I said when he go in there and fight somebody that know how to box and move and do what they need to do, he gonna get smoked, and that's what Shakur did to him. Beat him easily, dropped him, You know what I mean? Everything. Because he set him up. It wasn't that he had Oscar Valdez in big trouble. Shakur just set a trap and dropped him. You know what I mean? That's what happens. You know what I mean? So I'm rocking with Neverate all the way, bro. I hope Neverate destroys Oscar Valdez. How about that?
Wow.
Destroys him.
That's a shot.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to my man Big Dre on one of the 75-inch TV, man, at the Banky Pile meet and greet, man. Shout out Pop just dropped it in the chat. Shout out to J Hardcore and Banky Pile out there doing their thing in VA, man. Big Dre winning a 75-inch TV. That's too much TV for me, man. What about you guys?
75 inch.
Yeah,
God damn.
Oh no, I mean
that's too much.
that's a nice ass TV. I mean, my wife when I got with my wife, she had an 81-inch TV. Rid of it because we ended up getting a 70-inch.
Yeah.
So I didn't want the 81-inch. It was an older model, but we
Huh.
got a 70-inch TV and it's a nice size TV, especially like if you have company over, y'all watching the fights or y'all watching the games and stuff. It's a good TV to watch.
Yeah. I'm just more or less saying, like, for me, that's a lot of TV, bro.
I don't got one of those, BBO. Them joints is husky. My man got a real husky TV, and there's certain stuff he can't do on a joint. He be like, I can't do this. He be snapping. I'm like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't. I'm not into them. I used to be into buying the newest TVs, but when I went to Best Buy and I seen some of the technology and stuff they got, them TV was like $30-some hundred. I was like, no way, $30-some hundred. You know what I could do with that, bro? That's like a crazy vacation for you and your family. Let's just start there.
Yeah,
Or you can just invest.
I
It's just
remember.
so much I can do, bro.
Yeah, I remember the first
They
time
nice
when they
though.
when
They
they when
nice.
they
I
first
want
came out
one.
when they DTVs, and I saw they had a at Best Buy they had a I think it was a 75-inch, might have been a
Mhm.
70. It was either 70 or 75. Said 24,000. I said, man, ain't nowhere in the world. Ain't nowhere in the world. No, I lied to you not. This joint had a price. I thought I was tripping. Please tell me this joint say 2,400. She was like, nah, that joint say 24,000. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
24,000 for a TV? I said, ain't nowhere in the world I'm buying 24,000. That's another car.
I about to say I buy. I'll
24,000.
buy me I'll buy me one of them Teslas. What they only like 30 grand. Them joints can drive themselves, and then you can set it up to do the little Uber
The
while
one that
you
drive,
sleep.
not the
I do
not,
them joints.
not the one that. Nah, you ain't paying no 30 grand for the one that drives itself. When you get
That's
that
what
No,
they
that's
said.
autopilot,
higher
They
model,
said it.
man.
They said it was 30
no,
grand. They start.
No, he be
it's 30
capping,
grand
man.
for the
I ain't
actual
capping.
No, I
car.
said
For the no,
Elon
no,
Musk
listen.
be
Oh,
capping.
Eli be capping. Yeah, he
Yeah.
probably. You probably right though, BBL.
No, it's for the actual car. For everything, every add-on that you add is more money. Cause
Yeah.
I went and we got a Tesla right down here where I be working at the side, and I was just putting in the little joints that I want to get because I wanted the car because you could custom make the car the way you want it. So I'm sitting there putting all the stuff in it that I want, and I'm like, 5,000, bad. I could custom make this joint. So I'm putting all the joint in there. Man, that joint said 124,000. I said, man, you
Yeah.
crazy as hell. Actual car, just the car is 30. But when you get those add-ons, you paying some money. That autopilot, like autopilot. Trust me, if that joint was 30,000, everybody that got a Tesla will have autopilot. That every car don't have autopilot. You got to add that on.
And not only that, they also got you got to add more for what they call long range. It's a bunch
Yeah,
of little games
yeah,
they play. They play a bunch of little games when it comes to that Tesla, man. So
yeah.
that's why I
And
always tell
and
people.
you gotta pay extra money for the different battery size because you can get the factory battery and it goes 9 hours, but then you can get. I mean, I think it's 12 hours now. The factory one is like 12 hours, but then you could get the extended battery where it's like 24 hours. You don't have hours,
Yeah,
so that's an
and
extra
Tesla,
cost.
you only can use Tesla parts only. They even got what they call because I work in this industry, they got what they call a amendment statement where you can only use Tesla parts. So you can't even, if you want to, like use aftermarket parts, which is crazy. But
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
man.
saw
That's how
I
they
saw
keep it in the house. That's
hey,
like having an in-house fight, BBL.
Yeah, for
this is what
sure.
I'm trying to figure out. How the hell do a used car dealership sells a Tesla? From what I know from the Tesla, the dealership that I went to, the Tesla dealership,
Uh
they
huh.
gotta come to your house and put all of the connections in your house for you to charge your car. Eastern Motors sell
Not if
Tesla.
you don't got that money free. If you don't, that's extra. You don't just because you get a Tesla, they don't come to your house and do that. You got to pay for that service, and
Yeah.
it's monthly. You
No,
got
what I'm saying is, if you buy the car, how you gonna charge it up? You're gonna pay for
you
the
got to
stuff so you
take your
charge.
ass to them charging stations at the
No,
Wawas
what?
and the Sheets.
No, what I'm saying is, if I'm buying a car, going to the daggone charging station every night before I go in the house,
You don't got to
I'm
go
a,
every
I'm gonna
night.
have this. I'm just saying I'm gonna have it in my house. So how do the people that because Eastern Motors, there's a Eastern Motors by my house. They got 3 Teslas out there for sale. I'm like, they selling
Yeah.
Tesla? I'm like,
Yeah,
so yeah, I
because
mean,
when
I
they
guess
get it, the people that don't have the charging stations at their house, they solely because Tesla it navigate you to the nearest charging port and charging station. And what you got to do is sometimes wait in line. Because I rented them a few times when I went down North Carolina. My little daughter really enjoys them. They're fun to ride in. And
They got that big boy.
what I learned was that when me and my daughter went back to our room, I was looking at my charger. It was like 12%. I was like, damn, boy, we doing a lot of stuff tomorrow. So I was like, this will be fun. Let's go charge the car. You know what I mean? Do 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 do. I drove to the charging station. It was one just so happened to be by my hotel. I was like, this is cool. I sat in the car. Next thing you know it was like an hour and 46 minutes. I was like, oh man. But since I was so close, me and my daughter just walked back. It was nice outside. So we just walked back to the hotel and I
how
just
much
left it there all
how much
night.
did how much did it charge you to charge it all
I,
the way up?
I don't know. Since I rent the car, I don't know. It did when I looked at my final statement for uh rent the car rental when I checked out or whatever, it was what it said it was. They didn't charge me for charging the car. So that was a good question that I wanted to know because I wanted to know how much it cost. And they was like, well, the car rental place was like, well, we don't charge you for that. Just bring the car back charged. You know what I mean? Like fill it up. It's the same thing. Even though
What?
you got to use your
Oh,
money,
okay.
but for the charge, they didn't charge me extra. They just said bring the car back on like 60% or 75% something like that. So I just charge it all night, which you're only supposed to do once a month or once a week. You're not supposed to charge them up to 100 every day. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things about those cars. And I was like, I kind of want, I might get one, but I don't know. For my next car, I might get one, but I don't know because there's a lot of cons
It's
to it
pretty much
too.
it's pretty
So
much an
basically,
iPhone.
it's similar.
What they do is they'll say for instance if you own a Tesla, you set up what you call a Tesla account. You put a credit card on file. You could give them an amount that you're going to only. It'll give you a limit to. So no matter where you go, all you got to do is take your car and you can use the scanner on the pump, and it'll scan right to your car. Because I remember we charged them for customers when we repair them at the body shop, and the customer said, "Oh, I got a statement that you charged my car. Thank you." So it's one of them things where it's just like an iPhone where it only use iPhone parts. Only use Tesla parts, and on top of that, you really can't do anything but kind of go where they want you to go, which kind of sucks. But I think it's a nice car, but I don't know if I would necessarily get one at this point. I don't think we got enough infrastructure for something like that,
The
especially.
only one that I like is the daggone SUV that they got the butterfly doors. That's the only one that I like. I don't like none of the other ones. I just like because they got the butterfly doors.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. You talking about the X, the Tesla
Yeah,
X. Yeah, I like the little roadster thing. I like the little roadster one they got. I like that one a lot.
Me too, BVO. That one is fire.
Yeah,
I
it's a
like
cool.
that big one. I like that one that wide body one. Like what is it? The I don't know the names of them, but I think it might be
you're
the
not.
one
I
you
know you're
talking
not
about.
talking about the. I know you're not talking about the Cyber truck.
No, I don't like those. Those are trash. The inside is different.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
The
Garbage.
inside
I
different,
don't.
but as far as the way they look, them Jones is garbage, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
the
like
way they
them.
look,
I
they're
don't like. It look like
garbage.
it look like
The
a
the
mixture
inside
of
the inside is fire.
it look like a mixture of Back to the Future and a daggone Jeep.
Yeah,
Mixture of
I
Back
thought
to the
they
Future and a
them
Jeep.
joints is trash.
Oh, I'm gonna
they
tell
got
you
that
what's
Ace
fire. I'm
kind of.
gonna tell you what's fire. What's fire? That new Hummer with all four tires out. You if you sit in a parking spot and it's too close to the car, you can't move. The all
Yeah,
four tires turn and you can just pull straight
I
out.
seen that.
Love that joint. I was like, dog, I gotta get that joint.
Man,
I gotta get
they
that Hummer.
150 grand for that thing.
Hey, I don't care. I pay 150 grand because things in that joint.
That bad boy nice though. You know what car I really like though, man? I really, really like them electric Rivians. I don't know if you seen them Rivian trucks. I love those, man. All the Amazon cars is Rivians. And I love them Rivians, man. That's a cool
I
little
don't think
truck.
I might have seen it. I might have seen it, just ain't paid attention to them. But because I see, I mean, out here in DC, you see all types of cars. Like I was at my wife's job the other day, like four Lamb. I was like, okay, there's some Lambos coming down the street. Like you see any type of car. I saw the first Bentley truck when they first came out here because live uptown, like up by the zoo. There's a lot of celebrities live up there. And they had a Bentley truck out here. I saw the daggone Rolls Royce truck. No, Rolls Royce had a truck.
Yeah, I think it's called a Urus or something, I believe.
I didn't even know. I knew Bentley did that one. That was the first time I ever seen it. I was like, dang, that's a Rolls Royce truck. I like that joint is nice. That grill on that joint is ridiculous. That joint big as a mug. I was like, get hit by that joint.
You know, so funny. I remember they had that thing when everybody was driving that 300, talking about look like a Rolls Royce. I actually got to see a Rolls Royce next to a 300.
Oh yeah,
It don't look similar at all, man. It really don't look similar at all.
I know people are like, oh, it's a mini
No, it don't.
Rolls
I don't
Royce. I was
think
just
that.
like,
Phantom.
yeah, okay. They were nice though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
The
a
300s are
Phantom
nice.
is huge. It's bigger than a 7 Series. It's a pretty big car.
Yeah. Oh man. Damn.
Hey, but look, I'm gonna ask you guys this. So, what you think? Where does Sonny go now after getting knocked out when he's the main event? What now?
You gotta bounce back. That's all.
I
Gotta
mean,
bounce back. That true warrior
bro,
spirit.
that's a tough way to go out, man. Your next fight to go right to bed. I tell you what, that's rough, man. Hey, I want to ask you guys a question. What you think about brother Bernard Hackett challenging so many people to a fight, man? What you guys think about all that? I
Oh
done
man,
seen
I
him
don't
tell
even think
everybody he want to fight. Was he a professional fighter at one time?
Mm.
uh yeah, but look
Hold
his
on.
record up.
Bernard, you said Bernard? You talking about
You
Jalil's
talking about
father?
Bernard and Gregory Hackett.
Greg Hackett.
You talking about Gregory
Greg
Hackett.
Hatchett. Oh yeah,
Greg
Yeah,
Greg
Hackett,
he
Hatchett.
GHTV.
I think yeah, I think fight. I think he did fight.
Oh wow.
People be trying
I,
to clown
I,
GH for his record and his box rec, but in real life he can fight. Like he can fight. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, but
yeah.
didn't he lose quite a few fights?
Yeah, he's 3-23.
Wow.
yeah, he
What?
don't have a good boxing.
Nah, but Greg Hackett from Philly, he can fight, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say and know what nobody
No,
say.
listen, hey, Prize, we not talking about on the street, bro. We talking about his boxing career. We talking
Yeah,
about boxing.
one in boxing,
We
man.
not talking
They
about
all
on the
get
street. We know
All
he
right,
can rumble,
fair
but we
enough.
not
Fair
talking about
enough.
that.
I just looked at him as a tough guy, rugged guy. You know what I mean? Maybe he he doesn't have he's not he doesn't have 2 feet in boxing.
he's not the
No,
biggest
I
guy
mean
either. I think only
most of
like
the
5'6".
yeah,
He's
I
just
don't
a
know how to
tough
talk.
Philly cat, man. And
I
like
mean,
Crush said, we not talking about outside the ring. We talking about but just like overall, like outside the ring, though that your Greg
I mean,
can fight, bro.
no. But if you think about it, most of the they got bad records. They got bad records because they know what to do. They just didn't have the ability to be able to do it. So they could
Yeah,
train fighters to because they know exactly what to do. They just didn't have the ability to be able to do it.
that's a really good point. I forgot about that. Is a good point because you know
Yeah, they
If you look at it's in all sports. If you look at basketball players, football players, a lot of the best ones were ones that didn't make it in the pros,
you talking about
a heck
coaches.
of a player. They just
Yeah,
yeah, the coaches, and like I mean in boxing, the trainers. They lot of the coaches and some of the great trainers were bad pros because they didn't have the ability. They was able to make it that far, but they didn't exceed at the pro level. So they know how to get there and how to make it on the top level. They wasn't good enough of that team or be good in the pros as a boxer. They know how to get to that level. They didn't have the ability to be able to do it themselves.
and I think like you said, a lot of times the best teachers are people who really couldn't do it. Um, but I'm just saying, I just seen that I had seen that G Hatcher was going back and forth with a couple cats and talking about what he had do to him. I was pretty entertained by that. But I'll tell you one thing.
I
One
wanted
thing
I wanted
about
to
my
ask,
go ahead.
you said you spoke to Floyd Jr. and I wanted
Yeah.
to know how was you able to get past that?
I don't know what you're talking about, Free. I'm talking to him now. So I don't know what you're talking about. But okay.
It's crazy. I don't even know if you want to. We gotta talk behind the scenes.
I like my brother Schofield, man. He good guy. Talk to him, sent him over our information. Good brother, man. So I don't know what Free's talking about. That's some Puerto Rican tricks. It ain't gonna work. Try to use some Puerto Rican tricks.
wow. Oh, that's
Hey,
funny, man.
and I like how you and Crush always try to call me. Yeah, hey man, it's my job to be the to get the people, man. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah,
Hey,
and then-
every once in a while, you got to get a taste of your own
Uh,
medicine.
yeah, man. We been the elder bros, man. Sometimes you gotta put you back in line. Sometimes, man.
I tell you what though, hey Crush, man, I really enjoyed your show, man. When you said about protecting Abdul Wahid, man, that was I like how you played that, and I like how you turned it around. I was like, man, Crush gonna make himself look cool no matter what he do. I said he ain't slick. He ain't slick.
I'm a vet, man. I'm a vet,
What,
man.
what's going on, Ant McQueen?
And what's
Yo,
up,
Ed,
bro?
what's up, bro? Salute to Ed McQueen, my guy.
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
baby.
man? Yeah.
What's happening, bro?
Uh, hey, I had put a video up and said, you're using my name and likeness. I said, and I've been using you on the video in the videos for a long time, bro. It's too late. I don't know if y'all seen
Right.
the video I put out with the guy saying he was a sparring partner for Muhammad Ali, and the guy said, Muhammad, yes, I'll take any two of you guys. That
Oh,
brother, that brother said, Muhammad. Um, I tell you what, man. One thing I learned with the YouTube Shorts, man. Now, if I would have knew what I knew now about them, man, Shorts is really a goofy little game. You just can't play nothing new. Oh my God,
Yeah.
but
Eh,
yeah.
do any of you guys plan on what you guys think about this March 1st date? I know I got it marked on my calendar. I'm gonna actually save some money and go to that fight, man. No
Hey,
cap.
it's on
I don't
the
think it's
topic,
over
man.
yet. Huh?
Well, I already filled out for my credentials. Hope
Yeah, I seen that somebody sent them to me, but sometimes you know you don't never know if you can get them, man. Especially a fight of
yeah,
that
you don't know.
magnitude.
They
Shout
don't
out to
never
my
let you know until the week before.
the week of.
Kind of bull crap.
Yeah, they're not gonna let you get no hotel to go. Only thing about boxing is, you know, you can plan to go, and then somebody will say they got injured, you know, like Zapata did, and then you didn't got a hotel room and can't get your money back. Because maybe
Well,
I'm wrong. I feel like Zapata was faking or something, man.
A lot of people do, man. A lot of people are saying that about the Theta, and I ain't gonna even, I ain't gonna rebuttal it, man. I think it's very possible. He's scared, man. He ain't
I,
never want to fight the man in the first
I
place.
don't I don't know if he's faking or not. All I know is when you come back,
Thanks, bro. Continue. Yeah.
you better you better
Yeah.
you better fight him when you come back.
I just think that's a bad fight for him because I mean you seen what TF did to him.
Thank you.
He ain't got a shot, man. He ain't got a shot. If you can't beat Tevin Farmer, you definitely not gonna beat Shakur Stevenson, man. I don't think so. I just don't really see it going down like that. And on top of that, I feel like Shakur, people don't know Shakur got a new pad, man. He done added some upgrades to his team. He really working on his craft in a real way. So don't
Good.
don't don't sleep
He
on
need
him, man. Go ahead.
he need to.
Yeah, he really working on his
No,
craft,
I'm
man.
just saying. Everybody need to work on their craft the best. You need to work on it every single day.
But
You
guess
can't say you're
what?
the best and you just sit there and keep doing the same thing over and over again. You can't you for long.
Yeah, that's a
Hey,
good
but
point.
but guess what? It's a reality check.
What's that?
You can work on your craft as much as you want, but if somebody that's naturally better than you and they can just naturally beat you, they gonna beat you if you fight. It's just
Yeah.
reality. But still stay sharp. Always be at your best to win or lose. Fuck that.
Oh, that boy
You don't
crushed
wanna
up
win
there,
in
bro.
last you don't wanna win in the bad you don't wanna win in the bad way, you don't wanna lose in a bad way. You know what I mean? So always be at your best. I
I don't
mean,
know if you guys, if I don't know if you guys follow college football, but man, my Ohio State Buckeyes, man, they lost another close one, man. They're gonna fire Ryan Day, bro. They got to. They gotta fire him, man. They got to fire him.
That man is 4 against Michigan and 7-1 against everybody else.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I,
That's some
them teams that what's his name?
that man. That man.
Jim Harbaugh built some real tough nosed teams too, man. Them ain't no easy teams to beat, man.
Oh, my going.
I can hear you went out. Say it one more time.
you run out.
Yeah, he ran out of gas. Oh, he went out. Hey, prize, man. Give us something before we get out of here. We almost at the 2 hour mark. We about to get out of here, man.
Man, shout out BVO Boxing. Shout out to my brother Crush, D Free, T Hill, BVO, the Fab Five. You know what it is, man. You can catch us every day pretty much, man. We come on random times too. You know what I mean? We talk boxing. We just out here for y'all, man. I appreciate everybody show up, the new subscribers. And you know, we in here having fun, man. So salute to everybody, man, and y'all have a blessed night.
On that note, we out of here, y'all. Peace.
We out.